Hi, my name is Ray Eve. This, the fourth and final video in this series, is entitled O Melaninite Children. This gift, melanin, the finest of refined chemicals known to earthlings, was given to us, being that we were procreated as a new being, Nubian. It dwells in our very essence and in our environment. All the genes in all creatures on this planet, Earth, known as Gaia, the living organism, have melanin. From the fungi to the advanced primates. It not only dwells in the skin, eyes, ears, central nervous system, pineal gland, pituitary gland, thyroid gland, and the barotheric gland. It also is found abundantly in the inner parts of the body, including the heart, lungs, liver, kidney, intestines, arteries, muscles, gastrointestinal tract, and the gonads. Melanin controls all mental and physical body activities and is an extremely stable molecule which is highly resistant to the digestion of most acids and bases. It is also one of the hardest molecules to be ever analyzed, and it manifests as pigmentation in the skin. Melanin also acts as a filter to prevent the damage to the delicate layers of the skin by the deeper penetration of ultraviolet light. It is one of the things that melanin does is it actually absorbs ultraviolet radiation. It is constantly reaching out towards the ultraviolet rays of the sun, and it will absorb the additional energy and recharge itself to a brand new level. There are 6 different types in whom melanin is dominant. They are found in the land of Nubia, called Africa today, and in the land of the frogs, called North America. From the land of Kemet, where the original Nubians, those of the black hue, dwell. From Kush, the land of the original Ethiopians, those of the greenish hue. From the Nigerians, those of the brown hue. From the Bushmen of Zimbabwe, those of the yellow hue. From the Sudanese, those of the copper tone, the reddish brown hue. It is also seen in the Moors in America. And in most cases, wrinkling does not become a factor until the age of 60. Melanin is produced by pigment cells called melanocytes from the amino acid tyrosine, which is a copper-containing enzyme that works as a catalyst or vehicle. When melanocytes are deficient, it interferes with the journey of pigment cells to the developing embryo. The pigment is introduced into the nearby cells through the branch tips of the melanocyte cells called melanosomes. Know that hair turns gray when melanocyte dies. Increased melanin results if melanocytes are stimulated by solar radiation, ultraviolet rays, by which tanning occurs, or by the pituitary hormones adrenal corticotropin, the melanocyte stimulating hormone. Our bodies are extremely heat resistant. Take into account the fact that melanin in itself can be exposed to heat up to 1250 degrees Fahrenheit, yet still retaining at least 50% of its original properties. For you as a Nubian to think that you are getting hot because you are exposed to extreme amounts of heat is stupid. Trillions of years ago, before the pre-Cambrian period, before you human beings, there existed supreme beings of pure green light, ethereal, and sub-supreme beings of impure amber light, fire. You cannot fully comprehend their beginnings because their time zones are much greater than your ability to comprehend at this point. The time has come for these supreme beings called Anunnaki to descend upon this planet in order to guide the inhabitants back towards our home, in and beyond the stars, thereby helping us to become once again the supreme beings of the pure green light, ethereal energy that we once were. Now, based on everything that we see upon this planet, green is the color that most assimilate best with solar light. Nubian people, the real color of your skin is green, not brown. You are brown because you are rusted. You are taking in so much or so many ions of and oxygen which are poisoning your system. What happened was a vital molecule was mysteriously lost. That vital molecule lost, which changed the olive green tone in us, was the molecule magnesium. And it was then that iron took its place. As you can see, most of the religions depict their gods as being green, like Krishna of the Hindus is depicted as aquamarine. The Native Americans use the color topaz. The deities of ancient Egypt, Isis and Osiris, are always drawn green. Magnesium is a metallic metal, silvery white in color, and is a member of the Earth's metal group, and it comprises 0.13% of the seawater. The Nibiru, Anunnaki, had an excellent balance of zinc, copper, magnesium, and iron in their bloodstreams. To have green skin, copper would have to have been in abundance in the blood. In other words, their blood would have to have been more like chlorophyll or even the color gold, blood that was rich in that chromatophore, that green, that magnesium that gives you the chlorophyll base. Another unique occurrence is Caucasians only use the visible light spectrum because they do not process light or sound within their bodies. So they create fictitious light from television and radio while telling you, the Nubian, that it is impossible to process sound or light within the body. Full spectrum light, when personified in a physical state, manifests as blackness, meaning when all forms of light are combined, they appear black. On this planet called Earth, the solid form of light is melanin. However, when the visible spectrum of light appears, it manifests altogether as white light. The wavelength of energy that people without melanin possesses is measured at 400 to 700 nanometers. Nanometers. That is the frequency of light that their bodies are made out of. However, you, the Nubian, your wavelength frequency vibrates from 1 nanometer to 3100 miles and onward to 99,000 miles to match the frequency, wavelength, or cosmic ray for emerald. That is the difference. When we Nubians are around things like sound, light, sunlight, or colors, the melanin in our bodies will absorb the additional energy and recharge itself, taking our bodies to a new level. If you are around sounds that are not good for you, like rap music, heavy metal music, or just any kind of music, your body reacts to it. Melanin can convert light energy to sound energy. That's why an entertainer like Michael Jackson was such a big hit back in the day. What he was doing was using his melanin to convert light energy to sound energy. After lacking melanin, he wasn't able to really get a big hit like in the past. People with melanin are just walking radios, and the very dark-skinned people are very sensitive to the different type of radio frequencies or thought patterns that are in the environment. Yes, the Nubian Negro's body is like a conductor of energy, which enables electricity to flow through it. The sun serves as an energy recharger. This is able to happen because of a process called resonance. Resonance is the capacity to move back and forth at a certain rate in space and time. This resonance or rearrangement of electrons causes the structures of these electrons to be able to hold much more energy as they vibrate back and forth within the pigment cell called melanocyte. Wake up, children of the Nibiru, for the time is near. Thus ends tape number 4 and this series. Thank you for your time. We hope you enjoyed. We hope you learned something from this video. We hope that you share this video and subscribe to the only channel where you will learn ancient Egyptian mysteries. No more lies, no more guesswork. So share, subscribe, click on the like button. See you at the next video.